So here's a code snippet sent to me by Richard. It's a code snippet of an Arduino program that he can't get running in Virtual Breadboard, and I'm going to see what I can do to make it run in Virtual Breadboard. It's a servo motor example I can see, and it's going to just flick the servo around a bit by the looks of things. Okay, so I'll use the Arduino server example as the starting point. Let's say this one. Okay. So I'm going to save that to my own servo Richard servo, and that saves into the default directory, which should be my VBB project. Okay. Now when you're developing with Virtual Breadboard, it's best, it'll cause less problems if you rename the Java to be the same name as your project. That'll save problems with Arduino later on. So I rename that to Richard Servo. Click enter. That should rename it up here. Okay. Should also need rename it Richard Servo. Okay. So now I'm going to grab that code snippet. Just paste it in here. What have I done? Alright. And just build it and see what happens. So straight away I get some problems, which is good. Now, when Virtual Breadboard later exports this application using the code generator, it will automatically generate this include.h line when this one is included. So I can delete that out, and let's see if that makes a difference. Okay. And the second thing is we're getting some hints down here. See, we need to use public void here instead of private void. Also public loop. Okay. We build that. Okay, that's it. That was easy. So now when I run this, okay, well nothing's happening. Oh, okay, look, I get a runtime error. Alright. Oh, I see. Here we have servo. That's the valid Arduino syntax, but with Java you need to actually create the object. Okay. That's the format you need to use when creating most objects. It also will build then, and now when we run that, okay, great. So now we have it running. Let's program a real Arduino then. To do that you need to add a code generator. So we're going to add the Arduino code generator. Okay, now you can drag and drop that and set it up. Okay, to set it up you need to point to your Arduino installation. It was already pointing there, but and select the device you're going to use, and also the COM port you're going to use. Okay, so it's not plugged in. Normally it's on 58, so I've just plugged my Arduino in, and hopefully this will, when I refresh this, okay, I also have 58. Good. One last thing to do is to link the Arduino, actually it's the source, isn't it? So you double click here and you've got to link the source to the code generator. Okay, good. Now when we build this, we build the application that will firstly compile the Java version and then send the compiled version to the Arduino code generator. And if I open the folder up, my VBB projects, here we go. What did I call it? Richard Servo. Okay. So here we are, generated an ino file. So if I delete that and click build again, okay, so it's come back. So this is actually what gets generated by the code generator from Virtual Breadboard, and you can see that it's put back in the servo.h file. It's taken away this publics we added. It's removed the new. So in other words, the code generator knows how to convert the Java version back to the Arduino version, which is what we then use, the code generator uses to compile it. So if I've got a real Arduino attached, I can now press program, and it launches a command line version of the Arduino in the background and programs the board. And you see the status down the bottom left hand corner here. Okay, so that's now programmed. You can see some results here, 9% utilization, 2K or 3K from the 32K available. The other way to do that from the breadboard view itself is you can click here, and that will also do the same thing as long as you've already got a code generator attached. Okay, and you still see the status updating on the bottom here. And that's that. Thank you, Richard, for your example.